In the distant past, about 66 million years ago, dinosaurs roamed the Earth, living, hunting, killing, and reigning supreme. Then, an asteroid roughly the size of Rhode Island struck the planet, wiping them out. This cataclysmic event paved the way for mammals to rise, eventually giving rise to human beings. But what was the Earth like before dinosaurs took control? In this video, we'll delve into the intriguing world of pre-dinosaur Earth and the forces that led to their extinction. Long before the dinosaurs made their debut, we're about to acquaint ourselves with colossal insects and formidable arthropods, as well as some of humanity's earliest ancestors. Before the era of reptilian dominance, when dinosaurs ruled the Earth, it was the age of arthropods. Some of these arthropods have managed to persist to this day, including spiders, lobsters, centipedes, shrimps, scorpions, and insects. However, during this prehistoric epoch preceding the reign of dinosaurs, these arthropods were quite different from what we know today. Today, they certainly aren't the same. In fact, they were colossal. For instance, consider the brontoscorpio, which lives up to its name as a gigantic scorpion. Modern scorpions typically measure just around 4 inches or 11 centimeters in length, but the brontoscorpio dwarfed them by being over 10 times larger, reaching a length of slightly over 3 feet and 4 inches. If you encountered one of these giants, they wouldn't have had any difficulty stinging you on your thigh or maybe even your resting hand. They were so massive that molting, the process of shedding their exoskeleton, was quite a challenge for them. To cope with their substantial size, the brontoscorpio had to make frequent trips to the water, where they spent a considerable amount of their time. To survive these aquatic excursions, the brontoscorpio possessed not only lungs but also a set of gills. This adaptation allowed the scorpion to retreat to the land and avoid marine predators like the pterogodus. Speaking of the pterogodus, it was another colossal arthropod from that era. The pterogodus was a sea scorpion of enormous proportions, measuring nearly 10 feet or 3 meters in length, roughly the size of today's alligators. Despite its immense size, the pterogodus couldn't actively hunt its prey. Instead, it relied on a different strategy. It concealed itself and patiently awaited its prey's approach. At the last moment, it would strike with its massive claws, crushing its prey in its immensely powerful grip. It's no wonder the brontoscorpio sought refuge on dry land. Unfortunately, even on dry land, there were challenges of its own. In this prehistoric era, a group of formidable predators lurked, resembling the giant ants we encounter in the present day on Earth. In this ancient landscape, ants inhabited the supercontinent, but they were remarkably different from the ones we encounter today. Prior to the age of dinosaurs, the world witnessed the existence of the largest ants ever recorded, each surpassing an inch in length. Although this size might not appear massive initially, these ants lived in vast colonies, their swarms wreaking havoc upon the prehistoric terrain. The queens of these colonies possessed wings and were akin in size to hummingbirds. Researchers and experts have theorized that these colossal ants may have secreted acidic substances and perhaps subsisted solely on fresh meat. If this hypothesis holds true, it's possible they organized into swarms to pursue and subdue much larger prehistoric creatures. If you're not already feeling a sense of dread, try closing your eyes and envisioning thousands of ravenous. This extraordinary find in the natural world is a colossal dragonfly that thrived some 300 million years ago within the vast equatorial warm forests blanketing the central regions of France during that era. This dragonfly measured nearly 40 centimeters in length and boasted an impressive wingspan of 70 centimeters, firmly securing its place as one of the largest known insects in history. During the Carboniferous period, spanning from 360 to 299 million years ago, other insects also achieved remarkable sizes, including cockroaches and Paleodictyoptera. The rationale behind this gigantism has long been a topic of discussion. Some attribute it to the notably high oxygen levels in the atmosphere, nearly double today's concentration, reaching approximately 40%. This surplus of oxygen was thought to favor the physiological requirements for flight during that period. Alternatively, some explanations pivot on ecological factors, particularly the absence of airborne predatory vertebrates during that era, which could have facilitated the development of such large insects. It is essential to consider a potential synergy between these factors, as both atmospheric conditions and ecological dynamics likely played a role in shaping the sizes of these prehistoric insects. Sarcosuchus, whose name translates to flesh crocodile, belongs to the distant crocodilian lineage and quite possibly stands as the largest crocodilian ever to grace our planet. It's estimated to have reached an astounding length of 12 meters, 40 feet, with a head alone that rivaled the size of a grown man. In the realm of bite force, Sarcosuchus was truly formidable, boasting an astonishing bite force that could have exceeded 9 tons, surpassing the capabilities of any modern-day crocodile. In fact, it ranked among the most powerful bite forces ever recorded on Earth, even surpassing that of the renowned Tyrannosaurus rex. Sarcosuchus, despite its imposing size that dwarfed today's crocodiles, earned the nickname King Croc from many. It is believed to have possessed the ability to launch itself from the water and drag a fully grown sauropod dinosaur into the depths, showcasing the unparalleled strength and predatory prowess of this ancient behemoth. During this ancient epoch, some of Earth's inhabitants were far stranger and more unique than the familiar crocodiles and dragonflies. Among the prehistoric nightmares lurking on our planet, one notable example was the millipede. Millipedes are already eerie creatures when they're just a few inches long, but in the ancient era, they grew to staggering proportions, reaching lengths of up to 6.5 feet. To put that into perspective, it's roughly the size of an average NBA player. The most colossal millipede on record, named Arthropleura, measured over 8 feet long, earning it the distinction of being the largest invertebrates ever to have roamed the Earth. When these colossal millipedes were initially discovered, paleontologists faced a puzzle as no fossils of their mouths were recovered. This led to wild speculations regarding their diet. However, subsequent research has shed light on their likely dietary preferences. Fossilized plants found within the digestive tracts of Arthropleura suggest that these gigantic millipedes were probably herbivores, feeding on plant life as they navigated their prehistoric world. The Liopleurodon, a formidable carnivorous marine reptile, was a member of the Plesiosaurs, a now extinct group of Mesozoic marine reptiles. This ocean-dwelling carnivore once roamed the Earth's seas around 160 million years ago, and it was a true titan of the deep, weighing in at more than 3,500 pounds and stretching over 30 feet in length. The fossil of this remarkable creature was first unearthed in 19th century England, leading to its scientific classification as Liopleurodon. The name Liopleurodon has its roots in Greek, where Lio means smooth and pleurodon signifies sided teeth. This moniker aptly captures the creature's unique dental features, which set it apart in the prehistoric world of marine reptiles. Gorgonopsids, a subsequent group of therapsids, were formidable carnivores that earned their name from the Greek monster, the Gorgon. Among them were some of the largest examples, such as the 3-meter-long Inostrancevia and the similarly sized Dinogorgons, engaged here in a fierce battle over a carcass. What set Gorgonopsids apart were their imposing features, including large, powerful jaws and saber-like teeth. However, even their formidable incisors could not shield them from the most significant mass extinction event in Earth's history. This catastrophic event, known as the Great Dying, is believed to have been triggered by a series of colossal volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia. During this period, roughly 80 to 90% of plant and animal species vanished, marking the conclusion of the Permian era and the commencement of the Triassic period. If you found this video interesting, then hit a like and subscribe button.